Hey guys, this is Camfrey15, joined with my co-host, the Red Wolf.
Was gonna be
And we are back with another Dragon Quest Adventure of Die episode review for you guys today. And a very eventful day today, mostly centered around, I guess, the other Dragon something property, Dragon Ball, and its movie announcements and stuff like that. If you want to get my thoughts on the Dragon Ball Super movie announcements, what they made about the details and stuff like that, at the end of the video, I'll link it in my outro, the video, to connect you to that. And I essentially talk about, where the movie could potentially take place since Pan is apparently older. Great. But anyways, that's Dragon Ball Superhero, which I still can't say 3 times in a row.
Dragon Ball Superhero. It's a weird title, but
yeah, it's so weird. Anyways, we're not here to talk about Dragon Ball Super. We're here to talk about the other Dragon property, and that's Dragon Quest Adventure of Die. And a few weeks ago, I was utterly stunned by the work of Toei and their One Piece episode when I just saw a movie. I'm not trying to say this was similar to this, but that moment with Dai cutting the entire Sovereign Rock Castle in half. No more words, huh?
no words, man. And then the pose.
Yeah, that's definitely the thumbnail of the video. Anyways, let's get to this week's episode of Dragon Quest Adventure of Dai. So this is Dragon Quest Adventure of Dai, episode 41. Last time we left off, it was kind of Mr. Vern versus everybody else, and it looked like Mr. Hinako was about to turn over to the dark side again, trying to, I guess, unlock his dark aura to try to kill Mr. Vern, but thanks to his girlfriend mom,
So it's official, I see.
in my eyes, it's official now. Well, I think we all know that they like each other. How many times do we have to talk about this situation again?
When they haven't confessed exactly.
Yeah, I know. Anyways, he was about to turn over to the dark side, but then he realized he has to use his light aura to combat Mr. Vern's dark aura, and that's what he does. He does the Light of Justice attack, and because of it, it manages to make Hinako and Mom both break out of the decimation field. 2, it also cuts Mr. Vern's face, and we see that under Mr. Vern's veil, apparently it's a human under that. Yeah, and when we see him later in the episode, he's like, "You've seen my true face." He gets very heated after that.
Yeah. Before he was all cool and calm and collected, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah, he was like out for blood when they're like, "You saw my face," and Pop's like, "I didn't even see it. What the hell are you talking about?" And he's like, he starts crushing him, and I'm like, "This guy's out for blood."
and did you see how he was torturing Hyungo? I was like, OMG.
Bruh, when he was literally like squeezing the life out of all of them, like I think there was a shot where like all the representative blood like just came out because they just coughed it all out. I was like, that's pretty gory.
I did hear that the old original Dragon Quest, they didn't hold back when it comes to blood. So
Well, obviously that's back in the day. Many old animes showed a lot more violent stuff than they do today because hey, it's okay. We live in a sensitive age. You know,
I've even been hearing comments saying that this new version of Dragon Quest Adventure of Die is inferior.
Trust me, you can go to every anime. Every anime now is more censored than their original cut or whatever they have from the manga.
Yes.
For example, I guarantee you when the Dragon Ball Super anime comes back, if you all read the manga, Goku got impaled by Moro's whole hand or his whole arm.
Should you be saying that yet? I mean, there are people who haven't read the manga, so
Care? I don't care.
oh my god, I can't believe I made this far into the video and haven't hit the like button. Why is it gray when it can't be blue? Oh, ha ha ha. Okay, go on.
I don't care. See, Dragon Ball, I'll spoil you anything. Dragon Ball is Dragon Ball. To me, I won't spoil My Hero Academia. Dragon Ball, I don't care if you're anime only. What's the only thing Dragon Ball going on right now? The manga. So I expect everybody to even read the manga. But I guarantee you, when we get that scene in the anime, either they're not going to show that scene, or they're going to heavily censor it, which I think that's what they're going to do. And what I'm guessing they might do for that scene is they might have Moro just shooting an energy blast through his chest instead of sticking a whole arm through it. Which, if that happens, I will actually be pissed off.
Have you guys hit the like button yet?
See, everybody likes to complain nowadays, and I understand people's complaints. Everyone likes to complain, oh, they censored this. Let's be honest. We're in an age of time period where you see blood and gory stuff. People are like, don't let my kids watch that. Or that's too much. I can't handle that. When it's just a little blood and gore. They act like they haven't seen a rated R movie before, but it also depends. Also, you got to think about this. When Dragon Quest Adventure of Dai comes on, it's the morning of Japan. So the time slot also dictates what they censor. Because 9 out of 10 times, Dragon Quest Adventure of Dai is catered to kids in Japan. Yes, they know, Toei knows that, the West people are more likely adults in their teenage years or early 20s like we are, watching it. But they don't care. They'll censor it if they censor it. Every anime censors it. Or every anime censors an anime. Fun fact, I know a lot of people don't like Gajo, but if you remember from the Tenro Island arc, which I recently reviewed, but it's not up on the channel, Gajo actually got a sword stabbed through his entire arm. That was in the manga. In the anime, he just got stabbed with his Iron Dragon club.
You got people commenting they don't like Gajo or what?
Huh? Oh no, I'm just saying people don't like Fairy Tail. You know. I'm just saying. Listen, things are censored for a reason. I understand, but I think here's probably kind of the goriest we've got out of Dragon Quest Adventure of Dai. Like literally, when Mr. Vernon was squeezing the life out of him, you literally saw their veins about to pop out of their head. I'm like, are these guys just gonna blow their brains out? Like he was squeezing them so hard.
I'm not gonna lie, I felt my own body feel pain.
Especially at the end of the part, when Dai comes in, or before Dai comes in and saves Hineko. Hineko was literally about to pop into a balloon. You saw his veins just popping all the way out. I'm like, I can't believe they're showing this. This actually looks disgusting. Listen, I love my violent stuff, but sometimes I'm like, bro, I can't even look at this. It's a little bit too much for me.
Oh my god.
Anyways, back on track. Yeah, the reason why Hineko was able to break out of the decimation field was because the weakness to Dark Aura is the air slash. And really the only two characters that know the air slash are Dai and now Hineko, who recently just learned it now. He frees.
It's mainly called air strike when it comes to Hineko.
Yeah. He recently he saves he and Mom are freed from the decimation field. They kind of Hineko thanks Mom for always believing in him and I guess bringing him over to the light side. She gives a blush, so Hineko X Mom confirmed. I said this last week. I'm done. I just given up with the Pop X Mom ship now. I'm on Mom. I'm on Pop X Meryl. Because I'm sorry, unless Hineko dies in this series, there's no chance of Pop X Mom happening. And I feel like that's gonna probably happen. So I probably just shut out the death flags right there. And it doesn't matter. No, well, it seems like we're definitely getting Death Flags episodes next week for Pop, but I'm talking about Hugh Nickel.
Death Flags. Is Pop gonna die again?
Good God. He probably isn't because he's a main character, but can we all just be honest here? Hugh Nickel gets the most Death Flags in this entire series. In almost every arc he's been a part of, he's almost nearly died in every fight he's been in.
He nearly died, but Pop is the one who actually died.
Yeah. And see, I think I'm gonna bring this up now. The fact that they keep giving Hugh Nickel these close, almost to death calls, I have a real good feeling. Final arc of this series, he's probably gonna kick the bucket. Because they keep hinting it. Go. You can go.
Then again, who's to say that Pop won't die again? I mean, and this time it could be permanent. Who's to say?
At this point, we don't even know. So yeah, listen, like I said, Mr. Vern, his true face is shown. Apparently, he's a human under this dark veil mask. I don't know. Apparently, it seems like we're gonna eventually maybe find a secret by the end of this arc.
I have a theory.
Go ahead.
What if Mr. Vern is actually Hyunko's human father?
That would actually be an interesting theory. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. Like when I just saw his face a bit, I was like, what if?
Shit. That's actually a good theory right there. That's a good speculation. All right. Mr. Vern as Hugh Nickel's blood-related father. Put that in the comment section. Don't spoil it, please, if that's actually the case, please. Thank you. Anyways, Hugh Nickel tries to use his aura of justice, his aura of light again, but it's just not activating because he can't control that level of power yet. And essentially, Mr. Vern's like, I just want you guys to struggle and feel utter pain and despair and scream out. And I'm like, is Mr. Vern like actually like more bloodthirsty than Hadlar? Because it sounds like the way he talks sounds like he's more bloodthirsty.
I mean, Hadlar was the commander after all.
Yeah, we cut over to the world leaders, Leona and the other world leaders. Meryl actually senses a monster, and we see this monster named Shadow, not Shadow the Hedgehog, Shadow, spying on them. And eventually, Mr. Vern tells Shadow, listen, go take control of the golem and go kill the world leaders, please and thank you. So that's what happens. Now, we cut over to Dai. His sword is finally complete, and his sword's name is the Sword of Dai.
I got no complaints.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna give it like some sort of name like Excalibur or something. Not Excalibur, but something cool. But I'm like the Sword of Dai. I'm like, all right, I'll take it.
It's just Dai's sword, so okay.
Yeah. Anyways, what happens is Dai's trying to draw and take out the sword from the sword case, but Baruch is like saying like, you can't do that because a sword has a soul and it's not going to come out unless you really need it or it feels like it needs to be used, which is pretty interesting to say the least. So essentially it's like Mjolnir, Thor's hammer, like you can only wield it if you're worthy. And it's something like that in a way. It's just Dai can use the sword, but unless if the sword deems an enemy very powerful, where it's a threat, then it's like, okay, I'll activate. Other than that, don't use me.
Mm-hmm.
And when we get to the end, do we see why it's called the strongest sword in the world?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cutting back to the Mr. Vern fight. Mr. Vern is trying to kill everybody. At some point, he's just so pissed. He just essentially expands the strength of the field, and he's literally, like I said, crushing the life out of everybody. And mostly, he picks up Hinekal because Hinekal can break out of his attacks, and he uses a dark puppetry hand, and he tries to literally squeeze the ever-living life. That was how earlier in the video I was talking about how his veins was about to pop out.
He was literally trying to rip him limb from limb.
Yeah. But our good old boy Dai shows up. He uses an air slash to save Hinekal. He eventually does it on the entire field to save everybody. Now, obviously, Mr. Vern's like, oh, let me see that new sword of yours, Mr. Dai. And Dai is like, yeah.
Yeah, no. You're not an opponent worthy of the sword. So.
Yes. So he uses another air slash on the field. It frees everybody from the attack. Eventually, what happens is Hinekal tells Dai, listen, we'll take care of Mr. Vern. You go take care of the golem because one of Mr. Vern's minions, Shadow, is controlling the golem now. And he's looking to kill the world leaders. And speaking of the world leaders, we kind of cut over them too a bit. The self-righteous, very cocky king that said he had the best army in the world is now crying on his hands and knees. Well, not really, but he's like, I'm so sorry for doubting you. I'm so sorry. I should have trusted you. I'm like, now you finally believe it, huh? Okay.
Why you made it sound so more dramatic than the actual anime?
No clue. I like when I like when overconfident guys like that finally like accept the fact that, oh crap, I'm in trouble. I'm gonna die.
D-A-I, die.
Yeah, King Benegarna apologizes for his rash behavior because he finally wakes up out of his butt saying like, oh, I should have been not this cocky. So, you want to care to tell us how the episode literally ended in probably one of the best scenes? This is definitely, I'm not saying this is top 10. This is a top 5 Dragon Quest Adventure of Dai moment in this new anime till something grandeur happens, but I don't care. I think this is a top 5 moment.
Just as Soaring Castle was about to crush the leaders, Dai zooms in and slices off one of the arms at first.
With utter ease.
Mm-hmm.
And mind you, Dai said, this was just a normal slash.
Yes! Now imagine what he could do against the rest of the Dark Army.
When I heard that was a normal slash, this was literally me. If I wanted to get up, I would get up right now, but I'm not. But I was like, I literally had to pause my screen for a second and just had to think that, and I'm like, that was just a normal cut down slash. I'm like, and then Dai's like, I wonder what happens if I get my full power in this.
Dragonic Aura!
Walk us off how the episode ends, my friend.
Yes. As I just said, he used Dragonic Aura on himself and through his sword. Of course, that will threaten him even more. And just as Soaring Castle is about to launch another blast attack, he zooms in and he starts crashing in there to the source of the castle, and the shadow of monster was wait, where is he? Is he inside? Then he realized he's under the throne room. And
go ahead.
Dai slices down Soaring Castle in half, which pretty much takes down the whole golem.
And the episode ends off with him giving a very heroic pose.
And you can literally see Mr. He has
Yeah.
pupils.
Yeah. That's where the episode ends off. And I was just like, you gotta be kidding me. That was top 5 Dragon Quest Adventure of Dai moment in this anime. Top 5. Not even top 10. Top 5. Maybe I have to rewatch the entire series again and count how many top moments there are in this show. But this is definitely top 5. And I don't think this is getting dethroned.
Which is the first? What do you think?
You see, I actually, since I have short-term memory loss when it comes to watching anime, especially with anime this long, I have to literally re-watch the entire series again and count down which is a top moment or not.
I probably had the same guy versus his father.
That's definitely up there. I would definitely put that top 5 moment.
Guy versus Baron. I almost forgot his name. Guy versus Baron.
Trust me. Of course, everybody forgets a lot of anime character names. But yeah, that's where the episode ends off. The episode next week seems like Kilvern, Mr. Scythe guy, shows up, and he's going to be fighting Pop. Very interesting. Never thought we'd be getting this guy to fight early on. I thought it would be like saved for the final arc of this series, but I guess not. So hopefully Pop doesn't die again, but he's probably not. So yeah. Also, I forgot to mention too. Yes, I love One Piece, but I'm sorry, One Piece fans. Dai cut a golem before Zoro ever did.
Oh, so you fun. Oh, it's my favorite anime also. So.
Because technically there was the manga came out before the Dressrosa moment for Zoro when he cut literal Pika in half. So technically this moment came first. No, both moments were both badass in their own representative ways. But my God, I personally like this more how they handle it in the anime in the anime version than the one in the One Piece anime, mostly because Toei actually cares about the animation. Unless we somehow get a One Piece Kai, I don't know if we're ever going to get that type of scene again. But I don't think they're going to redo all of One Piece all over again.
I don't think they're going to do that. I mean, even if they were to do that, how are they going to like shorten it and explain everything that happened? You know, like.
Yeah, it's not physically possible.
Yeah, it's not possible.
And two, the voice actors would be too old to redo the scenes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Unless they get new voice actors that can probably do the same.
There's no way.
I mean, come on. Compared to the original Dragon Ball Z and compared to the Dragon Ball Z Kai, they have different voice actors, kind of. But
yeah. Well, that's only for the English dub parts of the things, but yeah, but I understand where you're going. I know Whitebeard, he in the Odin backstory, he had a new voice actor because the old Whitebeard actor passed away. So yeah, but other than that, this is a great Dragon Quest Adventure of Dai episode. We kind of stayed here long enough, so yeah. Other than that, yeah. Update for tomorrow on Saturday, there will be, I repeat, no videos regarding really One Piece or My Hero Academia for the anime, because me and my friend are going to be partying for my graduation party, because I'm graduating from college finally, for my bachelor's degree. So if you want to leave your congratulations in the comment section, thank you. So yeah, but if you're expecting a My Hero Academia video early in the morning, there will be no My Hero Academia anime episode review. That will be coming Sunday morning. So yeah, been pretty busy. Went on a Vegas trip. So that's why I didn't really upload other than the My Hero Academia video chapter, and then the Fairy Tale arc review that were already scheduled to come out those representative days. But Yeah, do not expect any videos tomorrow because I'm probably going to be celebrating all day long. So other than that, that's kind of it. So we'll catch you guys Sunday for My Hero Academia. But other than that, guys, hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day or night when you check out this video. Until then, guys, we'll see you guys later. Peace.